Although a great white shark in New Jersey served as the model for the shark in Jaws, the actual animal is much less terrifying. The perception of these secretive predators as mindless killers is starting to change as scientific knowledge on them grows. The largest predatory fish on Earth, great whites, are found in cool, coastal areas all across the planet. They can grow up to 15 feet in length on average. However, records exist of specimens that were 20 feet long and 5,000 pounds in weight. They are named for their white underbellies while having slate-gray upper bodies that blend in with the rocky sea floor along the coast. They can move through the water at speeds up to 15 miles per hour because of their powerful tails. They're streamlined, torpedo-shaped swimmers. When attacking prey from underneath, they can entirely exit the water by breaching like whales. Sharks predate dinosaurs by a large margin. They are one of evolution's greatest success stories and have ancestry that extends back more than 400 million years. Even while we may perceive great whites to be enormous, their forebears probably made them seem like midgets in comparison. Megalodon, a prehistoric shark, first appeared on Earth more than 20 million years ago. Scientists speculate that these sharks may have been as large as a school bus, large enough to likely eat whales, based on fossilized teeth. For a very long time, experts believed that the megalodon was the great white shark's immediate ancestor. However, recent fossil discoveries, which were made public in November 2012, indicate that it was more closely connected to a predecessor of mako sharks, smaller but faster fish-eating sharks. Great white sharks are now widely accepted as clever, incredibly curious animals by biologists. These sharks are the top predators in all oceans, but they are most common in temperate and subtropical environments. Long distances are traveled by great whites. Some travel from the Hawaiian Islands to California, and one shark completed the largest known migration of any fish by swimming from South Africa to Australia. A study used CT scans of a shark's skull and computer models to measure the shark's maximum bite force. The study reveals the forces and behaviors its skull is adapted to handle and resolves competing theories about its feeding behavior. A team of scientists conducted an experiment to determine the great white shark's jaw power, and findings indicated that a specimen massing 7,328 pounds could exert a bite force of 18,216 newtons or 4,095 pound force. White sharks rarely resort to combat, although some individuals have been found with bite marks that match those of other white sharks. This suggests that when a great white approaches too closely to another, they react with a warning bite. Another possibility is that white sharks bite to show their dominance. The great white shark is one of only a few sharks known to regularly lift its head above the sea surface to gaze at other objects such as prey. This is known as spy hopping. This behavior has also been seen in at least one group of blacktip reef sharks, but this might be learned from interaction with humans. It is theorized that the shark may also be able to smell better this way because smell travels through air faster than through water. Great white sharks, like all other sharks, have an extra sense given by the ampullae of Lorenzini, which enables them to detect the electromagnetic field emitted by the movement of living animals. Great whites are so sensitive they can detect variations of half a billionth of a volt. At close range, this allows the shark to locate even immobile animals by detecting their heartbeat. Most fish have a less developed but similar sense using their body's lateral line. To more successfully hunt fast and agile prey such as sea lions, the great white has adapted to maintain a body temperature warmer than the surrounding water. One of these adaptations is a rete mirabile, Latin for wonderful net. This close web-like structure of veins and arteries, located along each lateral side of the shark, conserves heat by warming the cooler arterial blood with the venous blood that has been warmed by the working muscles. This keeps certain parts of the body, particularly the stomach, at temperatures up to 14 degrees Celsius or 25 degrees Fahrenheit above that of the surrounding water, while the heart and gills remain at sea temperature. When conserving energy, the core body temperature can drop to match the surroundings. Whale carcasses comprise an important part of the diet of white sharks. However, this has rarely been observed due to whales dying in remote areas. It has been estimated that 66 pounds of whale blubber could feed a 15-foot white shark for 1.5 months. Detailed observations were made of 4 whale carcasses in False Bay between 2000 and 2010. Sharks were drawn to the carcass by chemical and odor detection, spread by strong winds. After initially feeding on the whale caudal peduncle and fluke, the sharks would investigate the carcass by slowly swimming around it and mouthing several parts before selecting a blubber-rich area. During feeding bouts of 15 to 20 seconds, the sharks removed flesh with lateral head shakes, without the protective ocular rotation they employ when attacking live prey. Of all shark species, the great white shark is responsible for by far the largest number of recorded shark bite incidents on humans. Many of the incidents seem to be test bites. Great white sharks also test bite buoys, flotsam, and other unfamiliar objects, and they might grab a human or a surfboard to identify what it is. Studies suggest that mistaken identity is in fact the case for many shark bite incidents perpetrated by great white sharks. However, some researchers have hypothesized that the reason the proportion of fatalities is low is not that sharks do not like human flesh, but because humans are often able to escape after the first bite. It is unclear how much of a concurrent increase in fishing for great white sharks has caused the decline of great white shark populations from the 1970s to the present. No accurate global population numbers are available, but the great white shark is now considered vulnerable. So why save sharks? The reasons are many. Sharks keep the ocean healthy because they keep different prey species from becoming overabundant. They also keep the ocean clean by scavenging on dead animals. Love them or hate them, one has to admit that they are majestic, like lions and gorillas, crowning achievements of evolution. We should remember that great white sharks were here long before we were, and that the ocean is their home and territory, not ours. So next time you decide to go for a dip, use your common sense and play it safe.